Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us yet again. This is our first session of February, and it is our 40th episode of the Darkening of Mirkwood. So we just keep plugging along here. Having some technical difficulties tonight, so we have no battle bards, so bear with us. You're gonna have to just use your imagination and listen to the soothing sounds of our voices, and just close your eyes and be taken on a wonderful journey through Middle-earth. And then a dragon shows up.
I mean, you could also just open up YouTube and just like fire up some Two Steps from Hell on your own.
You can do that.
No one's gonna stop you.
There's a great channel on YouTube, Ambient Worlds, who has really long videos of just ambient music and soundscapes from various settings, including Middle-earth, Jurassic Park, Star Wars. It's a whole gamut. I suggest you check them out. I used them a lot before we took this campaign to Twitch.
Because we don't have the rights.
We don't have the money for that.
Please, sir, may I have a song?
Song? You want a song?
Okay.
That's a coin to you. So we are going to get right back into it tonight. As our final member arrives just in time. So last week, the Fellowship found themselves ensnared in a dream-like setting, reliving the memories of both their captor and other individuals that brought their captor to the point of which he was so depressed and filled with hate and malice. They experienced the event that triggered this wayward elf to begin edging towards actions of shadow. That was specifically done many years ago at the hands of another elf known as Rythan. This elf struck down a Entwife, a very old Entwife that seemed thought to be lost to Middle-earth, that Halas, their captor, was protecting. This elf struck her down for no apparent reason, at least none that could be seen within the flashbacks. After coming out of this trance, the Fellowship was able to talk this elf off the ledge, for lack of a better term, and convinced him that it was time he gave this up and headed west for the Grey Havens. And he agreed on the parting condition that they look after the last of that Entwives line, the Huron, who was currently unnamed. And Halas bade them farewell and headed off, taking one knapsack with him, but leaving them the rest of the treasures that he had stolen in his time along the river running. And that's where we're going to begin, as you guys have just waved Halas off. You've gathered the stuff that you believe, that everything that you were sent here to find, some other goods as well that weren't on the list, and you are at the current campsite prior to heading back to your raft and boats to head back. So if there's anything here you guys wish to do.
So the boats that are here, that's enough to return the supplies we intended to return?
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm just gonna give the Huron some finger guns, and I'll say, just hang out here, my good friend, and I'll return to check up on you. We'll hang. Drink some water. That's what you do, right?
That's what you do, right?
It sort of sways back and forth, almost as if it was nodding. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
Ah, sweet. Not my strong suit. Big ol' +2 gives us a 14. I gotta change my name.
14. It does its swaying as a nod, and you see it bring two of the larger branches that almost look like arms, like into its center, and it sort of solidifies itself in the ground, and it actually takes root and closes its eyes. And after a few seconds, you all sort of blink and the Huron looks like every other tree there. If you wouldn't know any better, that it was a living creature.
Oh. I
That-
suppose that's one way of defending yourself.
That's a pretty cool trick, if I do say so myself. Well, let's get these supplies on the boat. Start headed back. Shadow befalling Middle Earth. Everyone in danger. The like. So,
All right.
Yeah.
So nobody has any other business here. You all take the goods that you were sent out to recover and make your way back to the boats, load them up, secure them down, and look over the water shoreline. The river seems a bit calm. You will be going back upriver, so fighting the current just a bit. So it'll add a little bit more to your journey back. There are a few of the other boats that were still beached here, but whether you leave them here or not is up to you. But with that, everybody gets back into their boats and begins making the journey back towards Lake Town. That will span just a few days. And after some time, you guys find calm waters for the most part. The section that had rapids before seems to be a bit calmer, more tame this time. It's a little bit harder to get through just because you're fighting the current, but you are able to get past it and up the river and up to the mouth into Escaroth. And on the horizon, just probably a mile away, you see basically the floating city of Lake Town that sits atop stilts, floating on top of Escaroth, the long lake. You guys make your way across the lake and into. Let's bring up the map, because who doesn't like maps? Visuals are good.
Map.
Into
on the map.
Actual water gate here, making your way towards the market pool, into the right adjacent to the main market area of Lake Town as you row your boats up to one side of the docks, and you see a couple of men working the docks that see you coming and wave you down and reach out their hands as you get closer for you guys to throw them a line. One grabs it. One of the boats, apparently.
I don't
And
mind.
ties it down. I don't have your camera up. I'm looking at a map, goddammit. I need you to either narrate it or make some semblance of a sound to indicate that you have done something. Cut. Take it from the top. Read the stage direction, damn it. So hard to
I'm going to
find.
my trailer. Fuck y'all.
So hard to find good talent these days.
I don't deserve to be treated like this.
I'm going to my trailer. You don't
Just
have a
like in
trailer.
rehearsal.
Well, I'm going somewhere until I get a trailer, and then I'm not coming out of that trailer until we fix this.
That's a utility
Sidebar
closet.
complete.
Well, it's that
They-
kind of Tuesday.
Hey, we don't have battle bards right now, so it's going to get a little ridiculous because doesn't keep us in the focus of, oh, we're clearly in a town.
We'll just make our own sound effects. Woo!
What is that?
I don't know.
Ric Flair on
Bring out your
melatonin or something.
Yeah. So you guys throw out the ropes to anchor down the boats. They catch them, they bring them in, they tie them to one of the poles of the docks, and you guys are able to situate yourselves and actually make your way off the boats with the goods in tow. So where would we like to go from here?
Well, I believe we should immediately go visit our
Rations.
good friend Var, the importer.
Yes.
Ah,
Give him an update on what we came across. Good
And-
news, I would like to think.
Return his supplies that we have in our boat.
excellent. All right, so you guys take the goods out of the boat and easily enough make your way back towards Var's import house. As you walk in, fairly similar site you saw before, crates and barrels from wall to wall, some open, some closed. You see some parchments rolled up in one corner, netting all over the place, and in the main table there's a couple of pieces of parchment and a quill strewn about. And as you walk in, a little bell rings, and he pokes his head out. Oh, you're back! Ah, excellent. And he comes back out in front. So, were you successful?
Yes, I believe we were.
Excellent. May I see the goods in question?
Now the goods out of character, they weren't few enough that we could carry back by hand in one trip. I
Depends on how
imagine.
many people carried them. I'm assuming everyone was carrying something.
Sure, if we can all carry, if
Yeah.
we can split it up amongst
could-
all of us and carry it all, that works.
You'd all
I
essentially
lift.
carry 2 crates. Some of it's not too heavy, some of it is. So I'm assuming you guys were smart enough when you're at the wood line to be like, well, this is too heavy. Well, I've got this. This is fine, blah, blah, blah.
Are you sure this is the
Yeah.
lightest box? It feels pretty hefty to me.
Would you like me to
Just
carry
make sure
it?
you just make sure you lift with your back. Okay, take your legs totally out of the picture.
Lift with my back, you say?
Yes. Make sure you come up in a jerking, twisting motion. Also,
Get that.
this is out of character. No Irish accent, no character.
Bingo. So, may I? You can place them right over there, and I'll take a look at them as you do. As you guys set down all of your things, and he pulls out a copy of the manifest that he gave you guys, checks it off. Yes, there's the wine, and some metal ore, that's good. Cloth, and armaments. Yes, it all seems to be here in an order. Excellent. And as far as my end of the bargain, and he takes another sheet, rips it off, and hands it over to Anelia. There's a list, a very short list. I went through the trouble of vetting a few myself, of some of the merchants and importers in the town that do most of their business with elves, or specifically speak the language. Not a lot of the merchants here in Lake Town speak the language.
Oh, that's good to know. Thank you.
In fact, I don't know if you're going this way, but this ore here is actually heading its way to Dale. I can merely mark it off here, and if you're going to be out that direction, you can surely deliver it for me. There's a gold piece or 2 in it for you.
I know exactly where that ore's going. It's an easy trip. We could do it.
Very good. He takes out 2 gold pieces and slides them over to you.
Callan here takes
Consider
them,
it payment in advance.
pockets them.
Yep. You've done me a great service here, and many of the merchants here in Lake Town will thank you. And I'm sure whoever is expecting this ore in Dale will definitely thank you for sure.
Or she might
Indeed.
slap us.
If
Well,
only we're
that's not
lucky
my
enough.
business. Now, is there anything else I can do for you?
No, I don't think so at the moment. Besides, have a good day.
You as well.
And I'll try and carry the box of ore.
Let me
Probably the
carry it,
heaviest
Callan, yeah.
one.
With my 12 strength, so I'm not super weak, but
No.
I'm also not the strongest.
Could help you with that, Callan here.
Yes, I would most appreciate that. Thank you.
I can carry
So
it
I'm
also,
gonna grab.
if need.
Yeah, you too. You
I'll
too.
take. I'll take the crate
Thank-
from Callan here and just
You
go
two.
zoop.
All right.
I was gonna say you
Yeah, there's
two
your
could
sound
share
effects
the
for you.
load, but
Say it real slow, like, and perhaps with a little bit of an echo.
Echo, echo,
Echo, echo. Yeah,
By the way, shall we go? Shall we go see Svior?
Oh, yeah. Seals and Dale. We should also review the names on that list, but,
We can do that on the way there.
well then,
Sure.
onward!
Let's maybe get some supplies first. I only have 1 day of rations left, and I'd like to get some more just in case.
That's not a bad plan. I could do some more arrows and some rations. Objections, anyone?
I could use some rations as well.
All right,
No objections from me.
Very good.
let's find a supplier.
Oh, the
Mm,
supplier.
So you guys pretty much make your way back. It's on your way anyway. If you go back through the market, you see the bustling area of the market square of Lake Town as fresh fish are brought in from the fishermen from the morning, and the trade with and merchants begin setting up their shops and hailing one or two everybody as they walk by to come take a look at their stands, looking for either baked goods, armaments, things of all sorts. What specifically are we looking for?
Rations.
That is
Arrows
all
also.
Callan here is looking for.
What's Callan here looking for?
Rations.
Okay.
Everyone wants rations.
Everyone's fucking hungry.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
one.
I also want arrows. Jesus Christ.
I mean, we've managed to hunt for most of our food for this long, but it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt to replenish the stack a little bit.
Like how it's like I like how it's not a viewpoint of we've gotten lucky hunting. We could make this easier on ourselves.
I just want to be safe.
Okay. You find sort of like a general goods shopkeep. He has rations that are 120 copper each. Is what he's selling them for.
What's the conversion ratio to gold?
Fucked up is what it is.
Because I only deal in gold.
I only have silver pieces.
I got a rock.
Stand by.
Red
Here
5
we
standing
go.
by.
Here we go. Trying not to break the economy again of the world.
Economy, economy. Shatter it.
Didn't we hear the same thing
We-
about our own? Anyway.
Moving on. I just passed it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ah, yes. One silver is 12 copper.
So it's 10 silver for
And this
a day
guy wants
ration.
120? Fuck that. I'll hunt. Fuck that shit, yo.
But how much gold in the silver?
Of course, if you have anything you're willing to trade with, I can do that as well. But if you have the coin, I will part with it with coin.
What's the conversion between to gold to silver?
Gold to silver, 20 silver pennies is 1 gold piece.
Oh geez.
Sure.
So 12 copper is 1 silver.
Yeah, so if you have 120 copper, that's 10 silver for all of the for 1 day of rations. Which would be 10. Yeah, so it's half a gold essentially.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I'm hunting.
Okay.
I'm more than willing to trade if you have anything to trade.
Yeah, you're funny.
Well-
I have this old leather
You know, I still have
corselet.
those.
I
still
have the
those 30
money to
lozenges.
pay. Just so everybody knows, for me at least.
I have these wood elf. Do you take these wood elf coins?
I could bring some business in
Oh wait, I'm muted.
for you.
And how would you go about doing that?
I pull out my flute. Some advertising outside the front door.
What, are you going to sing-song them into Lake Town and buy my goods?
Exactly what I'm gonna do.
Give me a persuasion check.
That's a 23.
Jeez.
Listen, if you can pull that off, I'll give them to you half price.
Say no more. And I go outside with my flute and I
Okay.
start performing on my magical flute.
Alright,
Emphasis and stare on that.
go ahead and give me a performance check.
I will be using the magical properties of the flute.
Okay. You first must succeed the roll for you
don't
able
wanna
to
look.
use the
I don't wanna
magic.
look. I'm gonna have to peek. 25.
All right. Explain to me what how you invoke the magic and what you want it to do.
So what's the name of this place?
There's really no name because it's stood up as like a
Okay, I can
like a
I can
tent.
still work with that. You need food, you need supplies? Come to the best shop all in Lake Town. And I play a little ditty. And so the magical effect I'm trying to have is it's like it's just like subliminal messaging in modern day advertising. Like people hear they need something, they're like, yeah, you know what? I think I need that. And then they come in the store to check it out. I can't physically make them buy it, but I can get them in there.
All right. You can expend 1 hit die to make that work.
Okay, it's gone.
Yeah, within minutes of you getting up on like a barrel or a crate above the crowd and begin playing the tune on your flute and enticing people to come on by, his storefront becomes flocked with like 15 to 20 people, and he looks over at you. What the hell?
I am good at what I do. No, I believe the offer was half off.
A deal's a deal. So 60 copper for a day.
So I'm gonna go ahead and 5 gold would have bought me 10. So I'm gonna spend 5 gold to get 20. If my math's right, because it's half off.
Math.
And it should be
So
5
5.
silver.
So what?
So, and it should also be 5 silver per instead of 10.
Yeah, it's 5 silver now for 1 piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still hunt.
I'm pretty sure Callan here is buying enough for all of you.
Oh, really?
Oh,
At this rate, he's buying
the one
20 of them.
Oh, I missed that little detail there. I thought those were all for him.
But what if, yeah.
I mean, he could hoard them. I'm just saying, I don't think you guys are currently in danger.
If the
yes,
time comes,
Callan,
I
you're
may
correct.
be convinced to share my bounty with you all. I worked very hard for this, after all.
So then
Yes,
you're
Callan here, you are
keeping-
correct if you spend the same amount.
He's,
So-
chat's accusing me of short selling.
Hey. 2 sessions from now, everyone's gonna be starving, and Callan here's gonna be getting fat and be like,
Yeah, it's all
Mm.
according to Keikaku.
You can have what's left.
But if you all are fine with sharing from my bounty, then you don't have to buy your own. After all, I am a generous person, I guess.
Thank
I'm
can-
going
you.
to.
you can
just
go
for-
ahead and subtract the gold, Callan here.
Already done.
Anelia, what are you doing?
I'm going to buy 4 just for my own sake, so 20 silver. Wait, yes. Math.
Yes. All right, and Valley is looking for arrows.
Yes. The pew pews.
Where is it? Checks his inventory. You can get a quiver full of 20 arrows for 1 silver.
Cool. I'll do that.
All right. Wunderbar.
20 arrows. My goodness.
Wait, so
I have
arrows
33.
arrows are cheaper than food.
Funny, ain't it?
I was debating on insight checking that price too.
You
I
could also
just take a bite of the shaft.
Roll for splinters.
you take 5 piercing damage.
Oh my gosh. That's some nasty
Later
splinters.
going to the bathroom. Later going to the bathroom. You take 3 more piercing damage.
Oh.
You now have the bleed effect.
Ah!
All right.
You'll take a d4 at the start of each turn.
Oh god.
Anyway.
You know what?
Yes, so is there anything else in Lake
Fuck,
Town?
I would roll the max.
I like rations.
Okay, same price. How many?
Well, I have this leather corselet to sell, and yeah, that, and I got
string.
I got these 29 wood elf gold.
Okay. A leather corselet. You're looking to sell it.
Yes,
Where did you get this leather corselet?
that's what I started with.
Okay, so it's your starting armor. He takes the corselet and looks at it. I could give you 12 silver for it, no more.
About 3 rations.
2 rations.
3 rations.
Did I stutter? 2 rations.
No Bugs Bunny effect.
It's Fiddler crap season.
Okay, 2 rations for the leather corselet.
And as far as the gold coins are concerned, if you would like to part with them, gold is gold.
Okay, how many rations can we get for this gold?
Are you willing to part with all of it? How much gold are you willing to give?
Give you 10 gold. How many rations with that? He starts trying to count with his fingers, like,
10 gold. I can give you 8 rations.
okay, so that's 18 rations total. Yes, very good.
Are we there? Do we see this happening?
You leave?
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Should
I think I might spend. one of
Slides
those
the rations
lozenges.
over, takes the coin. It's a
Another-
pleasure doing business with you. Now,
Another,
if you don't mind, I have many other customers thanks to your friend here. Yes, how can I help you?
I feel like we should have stepped in. He told. We know. Let's just not tell him. It'll make him feel bad.
Guys, I
You know,
got
before
food.
we go, I'm gonna spend one of the lozenges I got since gold is gold, apparently.
I'm. I want to pick.
For 8
I want to
rations.
reverse pickpocket.
Reverse pickpocket.
Arachrin, and
No.
Do it.
I want us to slip 3 gold coins into his purse because I feel bad.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. What's your passive perception or
20.
Not 20.
Not 20. I'm good, but not that good.
Yep, you put 3 gold pieces in his pockets. Alright.
So can I spend one of my lozenges so I can get at least 8 rations?
He doesn't know how much gold I have.
Sure.
I don't. I just know you got way overpriced just now, and I could have stepped in.
I know. I was like, wait a second, but I was mathing way too hard to actually say anything. I was more focused on figuring out what the difference was.
Enough of this boring math. Off to Dale?
Off to Dale.
Dale.
Please,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
How long
100.
of a trip is it to Dale?
It's like a day.
There are there like any breaks anticipated during that journey? Like a quick like
That's
10
up
minute
to
break
you.
or something
It's up to
while
you.
walking? Oh, okay. At some point, I would like whenever the group takes a break next, Anelia would like to mess with the herbs she has to make like salves and remedies and whatnot. Because she has the flowers, but she hasn't touched them yet.
Okay, so that's something for you to communicate with your party if you guys are going to stop long enough to do that.
Okay. Or I can wait till we get to Dale. It's not a problem.
I missed something. Are the names on this list? Are we looking for them in Dale or Lake Town?
I think
Or either or.
there may be some in Dale, but I think primarily in Lake Town, I would think. But I mean, if it's only a day's travel, it's not completely out of the way to drop things off to Svior and then come back and continue our original quest.
True. I mean, I have business I can attend to for the evening in Dale. If you want to just take the evening.
Sure.
If you just want to take the evening for your herbs. I
can do
never
that.
forget, DM. I never forget.
Plus, I mean, checking back with Svior too can help us answer that the question we had of what what's his name? Seowen, why he might be involved in some of this stuff, and if that leads to any connections with what we were looking into in the first place.
Good point.
So just kind of closing down this, whether side quest or small distraction from main before moving on.
So, still heading to Dale?
Still
Yeah,
heading to
straight-
Dale.
Still heading to
straight
Dale.
Dale.
Okay. Are you stopping to prep herbs at all? Or...
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
wait till evening.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys... What?
The dark chuckle from Matt.
So you guys arrive into Dale pretty late in the evening. It's probably 9-10 o'clock as you get in through the front gate just before they close it off for the evening. Most of the streets are either dimly lit with torchlight, and it seems to be sparse foot traffic as everyone seems to be turning in for the evening. I assume you guys make your way for the inn known as the Missing Scale Inn, and make your way over there to procure some lodging for the evening and to alleviate more math. 75 copper per night. So from all of you, we'll just do this for you. 75 times 4. 300 copper divided by 12. It's 25 silver.
I got it.
Did we get any gold since starting this game? Because my
So
currency.
here's the thing about Middle Earth. Here is the thing about Middle Earth.
I didn't
Currency
miss
and-
anything, right?
Here's the thing about Middle Earth. Currency and coin is extremely rare and used. The vast majority of things comes through bartering. You would find
Okay.
most of your gold and treasures through hordes in like essentially hordes stumbled across from either goblins, trolls, dragons, things of that sort. Mostly merchants carry around currencies that they have, but normal people rely on bartering and trade. So you'll have a price that they say everything is worth, but if you have something that you think is valuable to them and worthy of a trade, they may or may not accept it. So that is why you don't getting gold or money from quests and stuff like that, because that's not how it works.
I'll pay the 20 silver.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing any.
Wait, are you
any
paying for
extra
all of
gold.
us?
No, I got it. I already paid it. I already
It's
said.
25 silver.
Oh, 25. Yeah.
Alright.
Because I was just checking my magician.
Guess I gotta go goblin hunting.
background. Because I might be able to put on a magic show.
Pay for the
For
room.
the kids.
Unfortunately, that means I can't do my other evening plans.
Decisions.
You know what?
And how many people is it per room? And it's the 25 silver per room?
Per night.
Per
room
night?
Per night.
Yeah.
You know
And
what?
how
I
many
can.
people per room?
Thank you for covering me tonight. I really appreciate it. I do have some business I need to see to before I sleep.
Actually, is anyone's standard of living above Marshall?
Mine is.
Mine is Marshall, so no.
Yours is
Mine's
prosperous.
Prosperous.
That would be 2 silver for the two of you each.
2?
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Then give.
So it costs less money if
Aracrin-
you're rich.
No. No. I gave you the price for everyone's room combined.
Oh.
I paid
Oh.
that price.
Aracrin paid that. That is for your normal run-of-the-mill people. For a fancy room, for people who have higher standards of living, it's pricier. So for one night, for one person, I apologize, everyone. Tonight's session is going to be mostly economic and math-based. So buckle up and prepare for Middle-earth Economics 101.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna keep my
For one person, for one night in a normal room is 75 copper.
Yes.
For one room, for one person at a higher standard of living,
I
it's
understand it.
2 silver.
Do we have to take the higher standard room?
Yeah.
By definition, no, but RP-wise, your character would be really upset that they are living beneath their means.
Your fancy tush needs the fancy pillow.
Wait, so
All right.
okay,
I'll give
so,
up to I'm gonna give up the 2 silver then. Like he already paid. I'm just gonna give up the 2 silver that I need to give away.
So you're saying it's just 2 extra silver after what Aracrin already paid for those who have prosperous? Because you said Aracrin paid
he
for
math
everybody.
Wrong. He math wrong in the beginning. He did everybody at Marshall.
Nice.
Yeah, I gave you everybody at a Marshall level. So 2 of you are 70 or God almighty. Can't believe
I
we're
know-
doing this.
No, I'm just trying to make sure I
Someone a response. And that.
All right,
Send
everyone
you to the
mute
principal's
while he
office. I am
explains.
trying to teach economics.
Your class is bogus, Professor.
Listen, do you want to understand what's going on with GameStop and all that right now? It starts here.
That's
All
2
right.
hydrates, by the way.
Son of a... I'm out of water.
Oh my god.
This way, you guys.
So I'll
need
rain
one of
check
these.
those. I'll rain check 2 hydrates for myself.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
I'll take
So-
DM's 2 hydrates. There's one for me.
So, for 2 people at Marshall, which will be Aracrin and Callan here, is 150 copper.
Okay.
Divided by 12 is 12 and a half. So 12 silver and 6 copper.
Okay.
For the 2 people with prosperous, it's 4 silver total.
Okay.
So 2 for me, 2 for you, Lindsay. So I
Yes.
paid my 2. Just give it to the extra. You give your 2.
All right.
Okay? All right.
I will pay 2 then.
Why is extra
Yes,
science
so if
majors
you wanted,
only half?
if you really wanted to get down into it, it would be like 24 copper for your 2 silver. right?
Math.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
2 silvers, 24
Will this be on the
copper.
test, Professor?
It very well could be, and study the entire chapter because it is all fair game.
Sorry,
And if
Professor.
you wanted to,
I'm
and if you
going to a
gave me
brothel.
if you gave me a $5 bill, your options are
Oh my god. Wait, Matt, what Matt just said had me imagine all of our characters in a classroom. And Nelia would be the only studious one.
is this like where like an isekai does like a school episode?
Oh yes! Let's have an isekai one shot!
God. You all have to bring a
Uh,
character. Somebody has to bring a character from Middle Earth. One has to give a character from Strahd. Somebody has to bring a character from Star Wars, and they
Someone
all
has
end
to
up in the
bring-
same goddamn world.
Yeah, someone's gonna bring their Warhammer character.
Oh my god!
My boy has a busted leg in that world.
Exactly, you bring that one. What happened to you? I fucking
I
saw horse.
I fell.
Right. All right.
I'm
everyone
going
got-
to the
everyone got
Entwives
their-
Grove.
He's going to the Antwives Grove. What are the rest
Oh
of you
my
doing?
God.
You don't have to RP it.
You know.
I'm going up to my room and calling it a fucking night because my head hurts.
I'm gonna go drink.
I'm gonna play with flowers.
Wow.
Brilliant.
You're such a fun person at night.
All right.
I got
so-
some-
Always going to
The
fucking bed.
remedies to make for your asses.
So far, you're the only one
What
who's
on my
almost
ass?
died.
So Callan here is
Me?
off on his way to the Entwives Grove. Is basically what I got out of it.
Yes.
Wunderbar. All right. You make your way over to the old quarter. You find the Iron Warg, and you go around a couple of streets over, and you find an iron rod sign that just has the symbol of a tree on it. You walk up and you open the door, and inside is brightly lit with sconces and candles, velvet curtains, red carpet throughout, and mostly large pillows and blankets across the entirety of the large main hall. Tables do not seem to be here, and neither do chairs. It seems mostly to be like, think of like a Syrian Middle Eastern family room type of setup where it's all mostly rugs and pillows. There's a thin layer of smoke filling the room from the candles and incense. And you see a multitude of individuals of all sorts. You see mostly that of the race of men, but there is a handful of other interesting individuals. But as you walk in, a woman walks over to you in a loose blue dress, gray hair that's pulled back, wrinkles all across her face, and she comes up to you, and her hands are basically covered in jewelry. What can I do for you?
Oh.
I've heard this is the I've heard this is the place to be in town. So I am here.
She puts a pipe up to her mouth. Well, you've come to the right place, darling. My name's Madam Eva. I am the proprietor of this place.
Oh my god, I love it.
So what tickles your fancy? What are you into? What are you looking for?
I'm kind of scared. I'm scared / happy I'm not there.
We got drinks,
Two-
we have a lounge area, we have other stuff upstairs if you're interested. You look like an elf, you're an elf, you're totally an elf.
I'm totally an elf, but I'm one of those elves who dance in the forest with green lanterns, constantly feasting and drinking kind of elf. Not the
You're one of the ones with the reed mace, aren't you?
Yeah, I pull out my reed mace. Yeah, I am.
It's good you know how to live. You've such wasted on the elves.
So, all I'm gonna say is I need plenty of ale and a companion.
All right. Any preferences on the companion?
Surprise me.
Ah, that's our specialty here, darling. All right, let's see you here. Well, you need some ale. Well, we have a bit of an upscale charge on the ale.
Oh, this is gonna cost me money. That's okay.
It's about 1 silver for a tankard of ale because we have the best brew.
How much for a keg?
Ooh, I want to buy one of
How
those.
much you got?
In real life.
I just I do a smirk at her and I say, enough.
Like you. Tell you what. Let's open a tab. She pulls out a notebook and starts. Can I have your name?
Yes, my name is Anelia.
What?
Anelia. You elves have such pretty names. I've
Aren't
always
they?
said that. Pretty names. Alright, so I'll tell you what. I'll have somebody come upstairs and check on you. You can order whatever you want. We'll keep a running tab. Go upstairs, second door on the left should be open. If it's not, just apologize and go across the hall. I've mixed up my directions.
Understood. I can smooth talk anyone.
I
What the
believe
hell's
that
happening?
you got the face there. You got the good jawline right there. That's good.
Oh, thank you.
You remind me of a lover I used to have.
You will have to tell me more over some tea sometime.
Yeah, he was a rat bastard.
Well, aren't all men?
Most days they are.
Necessary.
Well, then I'll see myself to my room now.
Yes, go make yourself comfortable. Somebody will be up.
And I'm gonna go up to my room. I have no
Depending on
idea
both
what I'm
parties will be up.
doing.
Oh my god. I feel like I need to mute myself.
You walk over to the
This is
stairs,
great.
and you see surround off into one side, sort of that seem to be eyeing you a bit, is a couple of male individuals, surrounded by an entourage, if you will. But they just seem to be watching you walk up. You're oddly new here, and it's not typical to find an elf willingly walk in here in Dale, let alone the Entwives Grove. But you make your way up to the room, and you turn the handle, and you slowly open it and find that it is empty, luckily. There is a small end table that has a red runner on it and a word. Line. Gone.
Flowers.
Nope. A bottle of wine. There was a fancier word for that. I can't. Decanter.
Oh, decanter. there.
Decanter of wine. Thank you.
I was
and
putting
there's some,
emotes in chat, so I wasn't listening.
low lit candles around, and of course the pillows and blankets scattered about. And you go in, and I assume you close the door, and that is where we're going to take a 5-minute break.
Oh god.
Fade to black.
Before I let this get out of control. So, we'll be right back.
When was it in control?
Oh my god.
I'll tell you when it wasn't in control,
Oh.
darling. About 2 nights ago on my birthday. Carry on. We'll be right back.
You need to really quick before we go BRB. You need to say,
Oh, mini pie?
I like chocolate with that voice.
What are they selling?
Chocolate.
Chocolate. I remember chocolate. Sweet, sweet chocolate. I always hated it.
Wait, I always hated it now. It needs to be a soundbite.
Okay, we'll be back in 5 minutes.
I always hated it.
BRB peeps. Welcome back, darlings, to this evening's episode of the Darkening of Mirkwood.
Need some water there, dude.
Water's much better. All Thanks for all joining us tonight, per usual. As you probably have noticed, no music tonight, so no ad. We're having some technical difficulties on that end, but hopefully everything's still going swimmingly. We'll be live again tomorrow night with our paint and chat. Lindsay, I believe, is wrapping up the Treant. Your mic cut out. Cut
That's
out again.
funny.
What are you finishing up about it?
What?
What are you doing tomorrow with it?
I'm gonna add terrain.
Terrain. That should be cool.
I am so stoked with how he came out.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I think this is one of
The
my best
holy
minis
trinity of Lindsay hype emotes.
yet. Aw, look at all my emotes. Yay!
Treant yourself. I love it, Paul. I love it. Treant yourself.
That's great.
And we have all of our usual stuff lined up for the rest of the week. However, this Saturday is Super Brawl because the Super Bowl's the next day, and we'd rather do this. A bunch of us are going to be playing Brawlhalla. Specifically, we're going to be doing Brawl Ball in Brawlhalla as our little spoof on the Super Bowl. It'll be teams of 2, and we're going to do a little bit of a round robin and see which team comes out on top. I guarantee there will be yelling, there will be shouting, there will be drinking, and you're probably going yelling and shouting to the same thing. Brian, why'd you say that? I'm saying screw you. Well, let me go on with this. And there will be a winner at the end. The prize will be nothing but bragging rights. And it should be a rip-roaring good time. So come on by here at 7 on this Saturday and have a good time with us with Super Brawl. And if that's not enough for you, what more do you want from us? Later on, I believe in March, if I am correct, somebody either in chat or Lindsay is going to correct me. We are doing a Discord
Exclusive.
Thank you. He's my speech coach.
Yeah. Yes.
We're doing a Discord exclusive event. Matt is on fire over there.
I am.
Specifically, we're going to be doing drunk finger painting. Specifically with miniatures. So we will have a mini sent off to you, and we're going to all hop on Discord. We're going to have whatever is your drink of choice. We're going to be hopefully somewhat intoxicated before beginning. And we are going to paint minis. The catch is you're not allowed. You're not allowed to use a brush. Fingies only. Jazz hands, spirit fingers. I don't care. That's all you can use.
We have 2 spots left.
Yeah, so we have 2 spots left. But the catch is you have to be in Discord to do it. So if you haven't, go ahead and join our Discord and check out the big mini channel. Well, first check out announcements because that's where you'll probably find all the information about it. Look for the one from Lindsay.
Yeah,
And then head over to the big mini channel and claim your spot. And then we will have the minis sent off to you, and we will all hop in a voice channel together, probably the Hangout channel, and just go nuts.
Yeah, so there are only we only started since this is our first event, and to gauge interest and whatnot, we only started with 5 minis to paint being available to ship to you, mainland US only. Sorry, everyone else, shipping sucks right now. And so out of the 5, we have 2 spots left, which is what I meant. So having said that, even if you just want to join and hang out and still drink with all of us and be crazy and whatnot, you are still welcome to join the call, but not necessarily mini painting if we've run out of minis to provide for this event. So.
Yep. So we plan on doing more events specifically for Discord in the future as well. This will just be pretty much the first one. And specifically, I'm going to say thanks to MiniPie for providing those minis in advance. He'll be providing the minis to you. So we're just going to need those spots filled. So hurry up, there's time left. But the sooner we get those figured out, the sooner we get going. So cool.
Cool.
It always makes me think of Community.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm doing it from.
Cool.
Oh my god, I love that show.
All right. I don't believe I'm missing anything else, so I believe we can get back to it.
Did you say KOTOR, or was I not paying attention?
I said we had our usual lined up for the week.
Okie dokies.
With the
So,
exception of Saturday morning, but we do have a
yes.
Saturday evening stream instead.
Yeah, so we've shifted it a bit. I'm not going to go through the trouble on actually updating the schedule on Twitch itself. Keep an eye out on Twitter and Discord is where pretty much most of our updates will come from. And yes, so. And if you've missed
I've
past,
been writing up for Super Brawl.
if you've missed past streams of this campaign, head over to our YouTube, which that linked in our Twitch.
Oh,
There might be a grand flaw here.
no, I don't
Should
think
be.
so.
But it's not.
If it's not, Lindsay, go ahead and post that in chat just to make sure it's there.
Wow.
And then we'll fix that. And you can get caught up on YouTube. All right. Oh, yes. And if you've never played Brawlhalla, or you're just curious how we're going to make it utterly ridiculous, we've got some clips and past streams of that below as well. Specifically, the Brawl Ball and the Kung Foot are hilarious, and the
Jesus God, that Kung Foot, bro.
the snowball fight gets ridiculous as well.
It does.
That game is
So-
just pure button mashing hilariousness fun.
All right, that's everything. I swear, and if I forgot anything, I'll get to it next week, and hopefully it's not too late. Back to Middle Earth. So, in the hill, there was a hole. Not a dirty, wet hole, but now. Oh wait, nope, wrong.
Oh,
Alright,
wrong book.
Callan here, give me a perception check.
Oh, why am I making checks in a place such as this?
Gotta check out that ass.
It's not D&D if it wasn't with checks.
Natural 20 for 24.
Oh my goodness, you have not rolled below a 20 today.
I know, it isn't wonderful.
Callan here's on fire.
That's what happens when you use loaded dice and stack your stats.
So you make yourself comfortable in this room. You pour yourself a goblet of wine from the decanter. You lay down on the mountain of pillows and blankets, and you just get real comfortable. You sip it around, take off your armor, and just relax. And then your elf ears perk up.
Bing, 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 bing.
Maybe it is your acute sense of the ability to hear things far away. Or maybe the walls here are really thin. But
Oh,
you
boy.
hear a couple of things. One notable is that you hear footsteps coming up the stairs that you assume, well, that could be anybody. But you hear a conversation in the next room over. You aren't able to make out everything, but it sounds like two males conversing back and forth. And they are specifically, sounds like they are discussing trade routes. And you hear the name Armand passed around a couple of times.
Am I getting a story beat in a brothel?
Cheers.
And anything's possible.
And before you're able to start really listening in, it's kind of muffled, and it's almost a miracle that you caught anything specific, especially a name. The door opens, and in comes a... Going to roll randomly for this.
Please say a man. Please say a man. Please say a man.
Callan
A
here's
dwarf.
Oh, the goat.
Callan here. Well,
A
yeah.
dwarf.
I mean, a dwarf woman and dwarf man, very similar.
Shrugs these.
It's the beard.
I was just gonna say it's the beards.
A
So
dwarf
as soon as they come in and close the door, we're going to Star Wars screen wipe. Meanwhile, on Tatooine,
But I want to hear this part.
no, no.
Listen, you have an option. You can either listen to it actually happen, or you can hear me describe it in vivid detail.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Nelia, what are you up to?
Chat wants the details.
Mini Pie
See,
wants
I'm
the
not alone.
details.
Minnie wants the details.
You see, Minnie. There's a hydrate in there, first of all.
Minnie just loves the voice.
Oh my
Well, Minnie, I
God.
appreciate
There he
it.
is.
I really appreciate it.
That's a
but you
hydrate.
see, there's another one. I just drank one. How many are there?
There's a new one.
Well, I'll just take a spot of wine. It really hits the spot.
It's actually pretty good we're doing these
Anyway.
hydrates because I've.
Wait,
been
you
slacking
see,
on the
Minnie,
hydrate.
when an
Oh my-
elf and a dwarf really love each other, they become Legolas and Gimli. It's just how it is. And they travel all through Middle Earth doing amazing things. And they even come back to Helm's Deep and explore the caverns because Gimli was really taken with it. And that's kind of weird, but that's okay. That's okay.
Ow.
Oh my God.
Brian.
Take time to explain the Gimlis and the Legolases to your kids today.
Who put the hydrate when Brian was describing that? Fuck you. That hurt.
That was all Minnie.
Minnie, why though?
You had a moment to talk to your kids about the Gimlis and the Legolases. Because you should, before it's too late, because for all you know, a Boromir could be explaining this to them, and you don't want that. Alright? It
Once
should be
not
you.
Simply get with an elf and a dwarf.
It should be you.
Oh
It should be the
my God.
Gandalfs and Galadriels of the world. I feel like we've lost the plot. Anyway.
Yeah, we're no longer doing the game. We're just, whatever fucking happens.
This is just Brian being his voice acting self.
Mini Pie gave you an advantage, Brian.
Excellent.
Aww.
You almost killed me. Why
Maybe-
didn't I get the advantage?
Maybe I'll throw that one in a demo or something. All right.
Please.
Anelia, what are you up to?
I'm playing with flowers.
All right.
I wonder if
Um,
are Nelia's ears burning since I'm pretending to be her?
Probably. Surely
Nah.
something is amiss.
No, we Star Wars screen wipe over into Anelia's room back at the inn, and the first thing we find of her going is
Yeah.
she just sneezes.
Classic Japanese anime. What's her name? Anelia. Over. Achoo! Man, someone's really talking about me.
All right, so you're playing with flowers.
Yes, I take out all of my Athalas,
Okay.
both of my reed mace, both of my water lilies, and the one king cup that I have. And I'm going to work with each set to make 2 separate salves, a potion, and see if I can make if I can weave the king cup into a bracelet, because I don't think I have enough to make a necklace.
Okay, so you want to make a bracelet. I may have zoned out for half a second. Were you actually trying to like are you making potions or anything or salves?
Yes,
Sorry.
the Athalas and the reed mace, I can make each into a salve,
Hmm.
and the water lilies can be a potion.
Okay, you have an herbalism kit, correct?
I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. And all of this is on. You know what? I didn't write the page number, but I have that page in the player's handbook of all the descriptions and whatnot. So I was going to tell you what page if you wanted to reference it yourself, but I don't have.
You know what you're making for the potions and salves, go ahead and give me a herbalism kit check. If it's not set, use wisdom.
It should be set. So let me see here. Oh no! But I should be able to do this. And this is not this is not based off of like what Vidar was able to do for
no.
me.
This
is basic stuff to use with the plants.
This is the simple form. Wow, natural 2. Wow, rough.
Oh,
How much Athos did you have?
5.
5. How much Reed Mace? 2.
2.
And the King's Cup, you were making a bracelet?
If I can. I only have 1.
Okay.
And
that's all. That's all your stuff?
2 water lilies for the potion.
Okay. You use all of your Athelis and you're able to get 1.
Okay. 1 salve.
Yeah. And your water lily yields 1 as well, luckily, but the reed mace does not work.
Okay.
Yeah, but the bracelet you can make just fine. You don't need to make a check for that. So you're able to weave together right around your wrist an elegant plant-based bracelet. How eco-friendly.
I don't put it, well, I might put it on my wrist, but right for now I just kind of wrap it gently in something so that it's held for safekeeping, and I'll put it with the rest of the salves and the potions that I have in my little herb pouch.
Excellent.
And then after that, I would like to look over the list of names.
Sure. It is a relatively short list, just like Var said. At the top of the list is actually Var himself.
Okay.
Specifically, he's an importer who works with a multitude of merchants, does speak the language a bit, but he was true to his word, and he doesn't know what this list was for. But he put his name up there as somebody who has worked with the elves.
All right.
The next name you see is Pelegorn.
Pelegorn?
Pelegorn, Pelegorm.
Okay.
And Var makes a note next to it that it is a wood elf.
Okay.
With a minor note that he's pretty much worked in Lake Town the longest for the most part amongst the elves. Next you have a name known as Halbrek.
Halbrek.
Yep, Halbrech.
Okay.
Who is of Lake Town and is a wine merchant.
Also Wood Elf?
No, he's of Lake Town.
Oh, okay, sorry.
At least that's what the note says. And then the last name is Loreth.
All right.
Who is just a general trader from Minas Tirith.
Okay.
They're quite far away. Although Callan here does not know any of this.
So yeah, Anelia is going to she'll keep looking over that and her notes basically for the rest of the night, but she at one point will look at all of her flowers and the stuff and the inventory she made, and she'll be like, oh, well, this is why I am not a healer. So back to the notes and research.
Dare I ask, is anybody doing anything else today?
Nope, Baldy went upstairs. He's pretty much done for today.
Callan here has his hands full.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Can I get you anything? Okay. The next morning, early morning, probably before the sun even starts to rise, Callan here, you sort of sit upright with a bit of a daze, bit of a headache.
Bad news.
Just swinging a bit, going, oh, I should get back. Get yourself up, and you walk over to the door with your stuff, and you find a little slip of paper on the ground. You pick it up, and it says, "To pay upon exit, 5 gold." It's your tab.
Oh, whoa! That's all. I was expecting worse. Okay.
With a little,
Yeah, guess
with a
what?
with a note at the bottom that says, "First time customer discount."
With a little heart.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
But
So,
as I leave, I will pay the 5 gold, and I will give Master Eva, if she's the one checking me out.
oh, she's checking you
Madam
out,
Eva.
darling.
I'll-
You make your way downstairs, and as you're coming down the steps, of like touching your temples, going, Madam Eva is sitting over near the front behind a bit of a pedestal, almost like think of a hostess. Sees you coming down, going, "Well, well, well, look what the wog dragged in. You look like you had a good night."
I would let you know if I could remember any of it.
Those are the best nights.
Here is the payment you are owed, and I will give her the 5 gold.
Thank you very much.
And
I hope to see you around here again.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you again. And I give her a little wink, and I leave.
Bye-bye.
That wink was for you, Mini Pie.
Moments later, Count here makes his way back to the Missing Scale Inn, just as the sun begins to rise. And as it peeks over the horizon, he squints as the sun hits him just right, and he's like, "Oh boy." Pulls out some elven sunglasses. No one talked to me.
Let's play
Walks
the
inside
quiet
just
game.
as everyone else is coming down for the morning to prepare for the day. So what would we like to do?
Anelia will sit down and with an already like ordered drink, I guess, like a breakfast after ordering breakfast. And as she sits down, she'll look over and see Calhoun and go, "Oh, good morning," in Elvish.
Morning.
Yeah, I reckon won't do anything right. I go help my wife again.
I was just like, "What's up?"
You seem to have enjoyed your evening alone.
Yes, I did.
Well,
I'm giving.
I can't.
I just thought, yes, I did.
Well, we should probably get the ore to our dwarven friend Svior.
Yeah. Yes, why don't we do that? And I did review the names on the list already, and we can discuss them once we finish that transaction.
Excellent, excellent. You lead the way. I'm just going to take it slow today.
All right. You guys head out after a moment of breakfast and tea, coffee, what have you, and make your way over to Anvil Way. And I realize I have the wrong map up. We're not in Lake Town. People are confused. Yes, you make your way over to Anvil Way, which is where Svior's shop is, and you probably round the corner where the district actually starts. Volley and Callan here would know you're probably about 3 to 4 blocks from her smithy itself. But the two of you recognize a voice way in the distance. "Don't you be bloody coming around here begging me for doing a fucking work when I don't have the order. I fucking told you. You keep coming back here. I swear to the Valar, I will throw you out."
That's our gal Svior.
Did you get close? Oh, you gonna say something?
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say. At this point, I will take the lead here. Actually,
Okay.
It's not the hug I wanted.
As you get closer, you do see standing out like on the threshold of the shop, Svior in the doorway, and two familiar-looking faces that appear to be woodmen, talking to her as well. They are talking calmly. She is yelling. And another thing, if you come through here after I've told you time and time. Oh, speaking of the devils, it looks like they might have the ore. Maybe I can finally do this. Thank you for coming. Please tell me you got it.
It's
Oh,
your
so this
favorite
is-
elf. Of course I've got it. Listen, I have a killer hangover.
So I'm gonna lift
Surprising,
up the box, be like,
I surprisingly found out last night elves can get hangovers. Did you know that? Crazy. Or should I say this morning? Time's weird when you get too drunk. Anyway, we got your all.
Fantastic. Give it here.
so I'll give her the
Now,
box.
if two of you, and she looks at the two women, if the two of you want to be patient, I'll have this done today. I can work fast if you'll let me breathe. She takes the ore inside.
You two, I recognize you. Evork and Rimbald. That's your names.
Boric and Grimbald, yeah. We have met, haven't we?
We have, albeit in Dale.
Lake Town.
Lake Town, you're right. Still hungover. My bad. But, yeah.
How did you come across the ore that she needed?
There was some elf asshole along the running way, testing and murdering travelers. He had it all. We convinced him to give it all up and leave, and we have the ore.
Well, you've done us a great service. We would be honored if you'd accompany us back to our village.
I am glad you said that, and I think we will accept that.
Excellent. Our chieftain will be happy to see you. More
Say a win the
importantly, it would have
generous,
to-
right?
Yes, it is.
Excellent. I did do my research.
Yes, we have a settlement Sunstead in the East Bight. So as soon as this helm is complete, we were going to head back off and be more than happy for you to accompany us.
Well, how about we schedule time for, because on the way there you're going to be going through Lake Town, I imagine.
We have boats waiting for us in Lake Town to go down the river, yes.
How about we meet up in Lake Town to discuss this proposition, and we can travel together from Lake Town?
Very well. We'll be here until the helm is completed, and then we were going to proceed to Lake Town. If we arrive at the docks before you, we will head out on our own, but we will leave ships in our names for you to come down with.
Very well. And also just one more little piece of advice. Just let Svior do her work, and she'll be done when she's done. She's-
Believe us, we've been very polite to her. She's just... Look, all we asked her was how it's going.
Yeah.
She's
good
a little
old,
fiery.
Good old Svior. She is very fiery indeed.
Excellent.
My companions and I have to tie up some loose ends, and then we will see you later.
Thank you again as he extends his arm.
I'll extend my hand to...
He grips it like a vice grip in your dainty magician hands.
Ooh.
His hands are rough and calloused.
All those calluses. Ooh.
You've done us a great service. We look forward to seeing you, either in Lake Town or in Sunstead.
Excellent, yes. Quite so. Come now, my friends, we must be on our way. Much of business to attend to.
Yes.
And then as soon as we're out of earshot, I turn to everybody and I say, okay, what are we doing? Because I do believe we should go down to Sunstead, because we know Morgdorid is doing something nefarious there.
Yeah. As you guys walk out of earshot, you hear yet in the distance, "You bloody or I need you to temper! Would you get in the fucking water and temper so I can hammer this a little bit further?"
I heard the
Oh
echo
my
on
God.
Lindsay.
Carry on.
But we do have some names to check out on this list. I was curious if we wanted to do that before we left.
I agree. As much as I want to go down as Sunstead, because I agree in thinking that Mogdred, who we met, may be up to something. I think it's definitely a good idea to check the names on here to just make sure we're not missing anything important before leaving.
If we leave Dale today to Lake Town, that should give us a day to check up on these people and to try and figure out which one's suspicious.
Yeah, that'll work. So,
We
but
might have to split up because there's 4 people on the list, 5 people on the list.
I have 4 people on this list. One of them being Var himself.
Well, I feel like Var could be checked last. To be honest.
Does Lorith speak Elvish or no?
Var gave you a very limited list of people who have worked with the elves more so than others,
Right.
and speak the language. So he eliminated those who may be in one side versus the other. These are the people that do both.
Gotcha. Okay. Yes. So I have Var here, and I also have a wood elf here named Pelagorn, who has been trading there the longest. And then I have a wine merchant, a human wine merchant, and a human trader from Minas Tirith.
Well, perhaps it may be. I don't know if we have enough time to hit up all 3 as a group. We might need to split up our forces to visit everyone at once to discuss. Try to figure out who's who.
Yeah, that's probably the most efficient way to do this.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Stab us in the middle of Lake Town? Who would do such a thing?
I have an idea. Those Fang guys don't sound too friendly.
Well, I know for sure if I get in trouble, I can get myself out easily enough.
And sometimes
lad,
you want to
even
get in
if-
trouble.
You've been a bad boy.
Oh my God! Oh
So-
no!
Either way, we must set off from Dale immediately to get to Lake Town as soon as possible.
Yeah, and the boats are there too, anyway, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yep, they Evork said that they had boats waiting for them, and if they had to leave before you, that they would leave boats in their name for you.
Okay. So how do we want to split these people up? I'm assuming we're discussing this as we're traveling back to Lake Town.
Yeah.
So, yes, so we have Var, the human importer from Lake Town. We have Pelagorn, the wood elf, who has just been in the mercantile business and whatnot for the longest. We have Halbreck, who's the human wine merchant of Lake Town. And then we have the general merchant trader from Minas Tirith. And they all speak Elvish. Pelagorn for the obvious reason.
So, who wants to take who? I do think it odd the Minas Tirith fella knows how to speak Elvish. Sort of far away from any elves.
I was thinking I find it interesting with the trader from Minas Tirith, and I also was thinking that I also, for some reason, thought the wine merchant would be interesting to look into also. Didn't Var say anything about wine shipments happening lately too? Like those coming in less and less now, or somehow that getting limited by like the trade talks?
Well, it depends. There's two major wine producers, I guess, for lack of a better term, and that's the Mirkwood elves and the Darwinian.
Yeah.
So those shipments have mostly been part of like the ones getting raided. You'd recall that you did get part of these shipments that you took back from Halas was wine.
Okay. Yeah, because of that, I just had a kind of some inkling of sorts that with wine being the kind of trade it is, that might be a potential cover-up of something if there was a traitor among this list of people. But that could also just be me throwing darts at the same time.
What should we even be asking them? Can't we come
Yeah.
out and just say you're a traitor?
Yeah, I mean...
What I was gonna do is whoever I was going after, I was gonna break into their house and steal their shit.
I'm sorry.
Okay, for some of us that aren't pretty stealthily like our friendly elf over here, how do we even want to go about this? What do we even want to ask them?
Yeah, that would be good.
I doubt we want to go up and say, "Hey, you're our traitor."
Probably not.
Perhaps, I mean, we could ask them where they've traveled recently. That might be a little suspicious. But something could be corroborated. That's something that we could ask around.
Maybe if we could steal their manifests, or maybe catch them in the lie, we can get a proof of where they've been going. They can always say where they've been going, but they can't make up their manifests.
I was just gonna say, would it be possible to...
Less chance to make up their manifest.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, would it be possible to like watch them from afar to like gather intelligence that way?
That is also possible. Just got to make sure you're not
That may
suspicious.
take a minute.
I mean,
the advantage is by splitting up the party into 4 separate groups.
Oh God.
We can take as more time because we'll each be essentially staking out one of these individuals.
Oh, lordy.
Also, I heard 2 people talking about trade routes and Armand last night. Don't know if that has anything to do with anything because his name's not on the list, but
who were they? Do you know who they were?
No idea. It came through a wall. It took a natural 20 to hear, whatever that means.
You didn't think to potentially try to see who they were walking out of the room later or something?
It was a busy night.
Do you think they might still be here? They haven't maybe left back for Lake Town or something?
Are we really thinking Armand is our culprit here? He's not even on the list.
I'm not saying Armand would be. I'm more curious about who those 2 are. That
True.
we're talking
Maybe he could be some help.
They're probably
also,
not there, but we could always go talk to Madame Eva.
Sure, because I mean...
I say... Good.
That's fine.
No one's going to go, wait, who? Who's going to let that one go and be like, yeah, let's go talk to her.
I'm talking out of character because I'm just trying to get things straight.
What if we go talk to Armand and ask him about maybe some of these people on the list? Maybe he'll have an idea.
He could.
He's in Lake Town. Madame Eva is here in Dale, so if we leave, we're not talking to Madame Eva, but she probably, I imagine, takes her residents' privacy very seriously.
Where did you go?
My privacy and my clients.
I went places.
Less than honorable
And in places, if you know what I mean.
So
What was that, Arachrin?
I said he went to a place of less for the wow. How the word am I gonna say it? Like,
You can do it.
he went to a place of
Ill repute.
yeah, your repute, less moral character is needed. I think you'll be there, Anelia. You could be. You're too much of a bookworm.
What's the
so
plan?
I don't think it would hurt to try to ask her, because the other thing too is if they were talking about Ramon, I mean, people have already been not super happy with Armand because of the whole like trade argument and regulation thingy or whatever that's coming or been in discussion too.
Well, we'll do
It
some
could be a
digging.
connection of sorts.
If those two people, whoever they may be, if we can get their names, aren't on the list, I say we let that lead go.
Yeah.
If one of them happens to be on your list, then perhaps that's worth investigating.
Okay.
Well, let me introduce everybody to Madam Ava.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if the party intentionally tried to shoehorn this character back in, or if they legitimately thought they should go back.
I did not say anything as such. I voted to go see Armand, and everyone's like, "Oh, let's go see the madam that we don't know about."
Well, because Anelia here was saying that maybe we should try and find out who those two people were. I mean, I didn't hear anything they said besides trade routes and Armand. That could literally mean anything.
Yes, but
Yeah,
they're all
I'm just saying I didn't say anything.
people at this rate.
So, Callan here explains to you all that where he was last night, he heard two people discussing trade routes and name dropped Armand, but got no more than that.
I mean, he
You
is the
figured
Prince
before-
of Trade, so...
If you figure before you leave Dale, maybe you should potentially chase this thread and see where it goes. So he leads you back through Dale and over into the old quarter, and you find a large building with a elegant iron tree hanging above the doorway. Anything you want to say or do before you enter?
I'm sorry. You went to here?
It's nondescript. There's nothing indicating what it is on the outside.
What is this place?
This
Yeah,
is
it's
a
just-
fine establishment for discerning clientele. I needed to get a little of the feasting I've missed since the memories, and so I worked that in.
You know what? Because I don't even know. Does Anelia get the point he's making?
No,
I
not
needed-
by on his intentionally vague descriptions.
I needed a party. I went looking for a party.
If you need relief, you gotta be discreet.
All right, so you open the
maybe,
door.
Maybe it's best if you all stay out here and I just go talk to Madam Ava real quick. Madam Ava and we go way back.
You know what? That's fine. I'll keep a lookout out here, and you can do whatever you please.
Last night
Okay.
I did, and I go in.
So he opens the
Hello.
door, and just ever so briefly, you all get a whiff of incense and almost like perfume-like smells coming from the inside. Very sweet, very enticing, and the door closes behind him. Callan here, as you get about 2 steps in the doorway, you see Madam Eva look over in your direction. Anelia, you're back already.
Yeah, it's good they asked everyone to stay outside. I already forgot I gave her the wrong name.
I was really hoping you all went in.
I give her a partial bow and I say, Madam Ava, it has been quite some time.
It has indeed. You're back so soon, you must have had a good time. So tell me, honey, what brings you back here?
I really did have a great time. Unfortunately, this time I'm here on less pleasure, more business.
Well, pleasure is my business, darling. So come on, let's have a seat.
I guess it's just I guess it's one of the same for you, isn't it?
Let's
Oh
have
my.
a seat. We can talk.
Oh my god, I wish
No.
I walked it.
And I sit down.
Bertrand, 2 glasses of wine, please.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Bertrand.
You guys take a seat off in the one side, a little bit of like a VIP area. It's not roped off, but there's a very thin, like silk linen, basically dividing that off from the rest of the room.
Matt has disadvantage on his next roll.
Oh boy, I hope it's a good one.
So she sits down and takes her glass of wine, puts down her pipe, takes a sip of the wine.
So what business brings you here?
My companions and I are in the pursuit of some unscrupulous merchants.
Is that
Bye-
so?
Bye, Madam Ava.
Oh, I'm still here, darling. I'm just getting something. Don't worry about it.
And I
Jesus Christ.
couldn't help but overhear through my wall last night that there were 2 men in the room next to me talking about trade routes and Arman of all people. And so I'm just curious, this is my job. If you could divulge the names of those 2 men.
Well, that's very interesting. That's a bit of a high-profile person between here and Lake Town to have a name like that dropped. Very high profile. Now, you must understand, darling, that I just can't give out client information. That's a bit against the policy.
I completely understand, and I respect that policy. Is there any way I could convince you to bend the rules just this one time, madam?
You could be convinced me to bend something, I'll tell you that much. But
Oh, no! Fuck!
but
I need.
so you need to understand, if I'm going to give you something, what are you willing to give me? At this point, it is a business transaction. You are here for business, so
I
we're
did-
going to discuss business.
I did say
wanna
business
play anymore.
transaction.
Oh, something can be transacted. This is
Well,
good.
I-
I
darling.
get stamps
I
too.
propose, I propose, Madam Eva, when was the last time anyone of quality treated you out?
That's a good question.
I need more
Probably
whiskey.
not since my late husband. But he was a bit of a tool. Oh, this is good Darwinian wine, I'll tell you what. Very good indeed.
All I'm thinking about is Mrs. Bighead from Rocco's Modern Life.
Well, perhaps we can strike some sort of agreement. You and I, we have a, ooh, thank you, Paul. We have a day, perhaps, to ourselves.
Oh man.
And, if, I can impress you enough, perhaps you would be willing to divulge the names of those 2 individuals.
Well, that is enticing, but that is a bit of a personal thing, darling.
True,
And the
true.
thing I don't let get interfere with my business is my personal endeavors.
You are such a professional, Madam Eva, and I must admit, I am astonished by your professionalism. I must applaud it.
Oh, don't flatter
I'm
me.
astonished, alright.
It's so nice.
But surely there must be something in your wide life that you have missed out on.
Well, not so much that I've missed out on, but I'll tell you what. We're a little short-staffed here. So if you'd be willing to, work a few nights,
Ugh.
fill in a few of the shifts we got going on here, then maybe I'd be willing to help you out. Now, needless to say, based on what you've given me, There's not a lot of information to go on.
Honestly, all I need is the names. I understand. I don't need anything really else besides that.
I see, I see. Well, let's... Are you willing to work for me for a few days?
Does it have to be right now, or could I take a rain check on that?
I guess it could be a rain check, but I expect to see you back here, and I will not pay up front. You get burned once doing that, tell you what.
How about this? Cause I am a busy elf, and my schedule's quite full these next few days. However, I will have time off in the future, and when I do, I will return. In the meantime, I could give you some collateral.
Lateral, what you got
What
in
the f-
mind?
I
What the fuck are you doing?
I of course have this reed mace that I haven't used yet.
She puts down her wine glass, takes the reed mace,
Yeah, what the hell?
picks up her pipe, puts it in.
This'll do, darling.
Ah,
I expect
excellent.
to see you back here.
I will.
Now, before we go, let me just think about this real quick. Get some positions open. Let's see. All you're looking for is their names. Bear in mind, I have no guarantee this is a lot of paperwork I need to go through.
That's okay. Just do your best.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Ooh.
Straight roll for that double viewer
Thank
interference.
you, Paul. 26.
Oh my goodness.
Everything seems to be in order, so yeah. You just show up here when you can, and if you don't, deal's off. That's how it works. And we'll have you work a few shifts, and we'll see what we can do about the little information you're looking for. And if you're coming back to work, clean yourself up a bit. Not that you don't look nice, you look vibrant, by the way. You look really good. But we have a little bit of a dress code for our employees. But we'll give you all that in orientation when you come back.
Excellent. So, are you going to, give me the names now? Based on the
I don't
collateral?
pay up front, darling. That's bad business.
I can give you additional collateral.
What other collateral do you got?
I'm going to pull out this.
All of this effort.
I have a white jeweled chain of silver. And I'm going to pull that out and offer that as collateral. How about if I give you this as additional collateral? You give me those names now, and then I will have to keep up my end of the bargain nonetheless of coming to do work for you. But I always keep my word, and if I don't, I'll let you kill me.
It's not my job to kill anybody, darling. That's not my department.
You have people for that, I'm sure.
Let's see.
Give me another persuasion check.
Come on, Madam Ava. 24.
24.
God,
With persuasion check, if I roll 10 or higher, it's in the 20s already, just because I have expertise in it.
More than willing to take the collateral as it's giving me more of a guarantee that you'll be back to honor your bargain. But as I said before, it's bad business. I don't pay up front.
Okay, so if I damn. Okay. I will return to hold up my end of the bargain.
Very
thank you.
good. I look forward to seeing you. And have you know that there is an employee discount, so if you stay on longer, you might get somewhere better.
And I will leave
Have a good day, Anelia.
You as well,
I hear
Madam
that?
Ava.
Did I hear that?
Ugh.
Perception check.
Perception check, please.
That whiskey helps.
Nope.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 tonight.
The dice are the best storytellers. You don't
I haven't
hear.
rolled anything tonight.
Hey,
I come back out and I
Actually,
say,
yes, I did. I rolled a D4 and I got the max.
I come
That was
back.
for shits and giggles.
I come back out and I say, well, unfortunately, she will not part with the names of those individuals. She's very private of her clientele until I return to do some work for her.
Return 1.
Well, unless you want me to stay here while you three go to Lake Town and investigate the other leads, doing work for her will take some time. It's either
All right.
we do it that way or we leave these names to the wind. Either way, I gotta come back here and do work for her. I gave her some collateral that I thought would help out. Didn't work, and I need to get that stuff back.
All right. Well,
EC 25s are a bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I suppose we gave it a shot. Let's move on to Lake Town.
Very well. I will return for my white gold chain.
Is it the white jewel on the silver chain?
Is it? It might be. I just had it
'Cause
written
I
down
have
as
it too.
I just written down
Got
as
the
right jewel chain
Starting
of
equipment
silver.
or something.
Yeah, I have it too.
All right.
So I was curious.
All right.
All right, so you leave
Oh,
the
my
Entwives Grove and head back Outdale and head south for Lake Town. And you arrive in the early evening as torchlight illuminates the boardwalks. Seagulls are still squawking, but merchants, and for the most part, seem to be closing down shops. So what would we like to do?
All right. Are we still wanting to split up
I-
to figure these guys out, or?
I believe that would give us the best chance of success because we honestly have no other lead to go off of this list of who may be who. And if we pick wrong as a group, we might run out of time. And I still believe we have to go to that Woodman town because we know Mordred is causing chaos
Great.
there.
All right. So, who do we think might be the more difficult to potentially get information from out of this list?
I think
the actual
I
wood
think-
elf?
I think the man from Minas Tirith.
Might be the more difficult.
Yes. Not from around here. Doesn't seem like familiar with the trade routes. Probably be a little bit more blocked off.
I think the elf has been here the longest. They would have been able to provide the most detailed information, but then why would it just be happening now? I don't know. It's hard to
Yeah.
speculate.
Well, one person, I mean, there are 4 on this list. That means each person, I mean, that includes Var, so someone can go to Var, and he may be the more open on this, the more open person on this list. The other 3 I have no idea about.
I can go check on Var if no one else wants to take him. I don't got the silver tongue like the most of you.
I do not have a silver tongue, just a
I'll
sword.
help Anelia.
You're helping Nelia?
Yeah.
How about this? Arakun and Nelia pick one that's not Var. Vala, you pick one that's not Var, and then I'll take one that's not Var. I feel like Var's not a concern. I could be wrong, though.
Alright. Well,
So we have elf dude, wine dude, Minas Tirith dude.
I'll take the wine, dude.
Why don't we take the elf dude, Anelia?
I'll take
Okay,
Mr.
I mean-
Minas Tirith.
I'll be honest, my plan was to just watch from afar and see what he did. I do not plan on talking to him. I do not know what I would say or try to figure out. I am the kind of person who just studies passively and researches and then puts together everything from that way. So if you plan on talking to him, you are more than welcome to.
Well, we can try. We can see what he's up to first.
All right.
It's late, isn't it?
Early evening.
So we should try the
I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm going to go to the Merchants Guild.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go in the front door. I'm gonna see if the secretary is there.
All right. You walk in as she seems to be stamping some things.
And
She
before
looks
that,
up.
I need to get the name of the Minas Tirith guy, cause
Lorith.
Orith. Okay. Let me write that down. I'm going to enter the Merchants Guild, and I'm gonna see her, and I'm gonna say, "My, don't you still look as radiant as the last time I saw you?"
Oh, your flattery. What can I do for you?
I do.
Oh, you need your glasses.
I know, I don't have them, so we'll have to deal.
I do believe I owe you some tea, lady.
I am just about to get off my shift, if you don't mind giving me a few minutes.
Now that here's got a lot of dates that he's with old ladies.
Of course. Take all the time you need. And while she's doing that, I'm just going to, I don't know, because this is Lake Town, but I'm just going to search around for just, maybe there's like a bed of flowers somewhere, I could just pluck a flower.
Give me a quick investigation check.
Now, I'm not a smarty pants. I only have a +2. 13.
13. You look immediately outside from the guild hall, and there's no planters or anything. There doesn't seem to be a garden of any sort.
Very well. I'll make do. Talon
Okay.
here will not rest.
She takes her parchment, straightens it up, wraps a
That's a
twine around
hydrate,
it,
by the
rolls it
way.
up. Yep. And puts it back under the desk.
Oh, I'm out.
Stands up, fixes her glasses, walks over to you. Tea?
Yes, do you have a particular place you enjoy?
Not particularly. I'm open to any suggestions. Of course, if you have tea on you, we could just brew it.
I must say I do not. The only thing I got on me is a bunch of wine if you want to do something a little different than tea, but
Can I ask a quick question?
Hmm.
Did Callan here just leave the group willy-nilly while all of us were discussing how to
I thought-
talk about like
I thought
what
we were
gonna do?
done.
Yeah,
we
but
all picked our targets.
Yeah, it was decided on who was doing
no,
what.
but like the moment we decided, he just went, "Oh wait, bye," or
Yeah,
whatever,
'cause
and just
Callan-
left the three of us
Yes.
in the middle of God knows where
Yes.
in Lake Town.
Fuck
Yes.
this shit, I'm out.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought we all agreed on a plan.
No, we did, but I don't know. Whatever. Carry on.
Look, this whole session has been chaos.
Just say that again.
Well, I'm sure if we head towards the inn of the market district, we might find a tea vendor or two.
Very well.
Shall we?
We shall, and I will go look for a tea shop. Someplace
Yeah,
where we can have
as you
tea.
get closer to markets, as most vendors are closing up for the day, you do find a tea merchant who just seems to be just starting to pack up.
Could I, excuse me, I know it's late, but we were hoping to have some tea. Can I have some of your finest?
Certainly. Be 3 copper each. We're back to math.
One silver,
Economics.
1 silver to 12,
So much
3
math.
each. That's 6. So there we go. 6 copper.
Thank you. And here's your tea as he quickly pours 2 cups and slides them over to you. Have a good day.
Thank you. You have a good evening as well. And I don't know if you want to roleplay this, but I'm just going to spend a while buttering her up and flattering her.
Okay.
And I'll treat it like an actual date because it kind of is. But after I've tried to butter her up for a while, I'm going to ask her if she knows a Morith, a merchant from Minas Tirith. I had some business with him I haven't been able to complete quite yet, and I would like to meet up with him tomorrow. Is what I tell her.
Give me a persuasion check at advantage for spending the time and effort.
That's what I was hoping for. Ooh, 19! I would have been a 13 without advantage.
Oof.
That's my first persuasion check below 20 tonight.
Lorith. Yes, she's one of the Minas Tirith merchants that come in. She's a general trader. She's not anyone who actually makes the goods she sells. They're all from Minas Tirith themselves. She sells a multitude of things. Is there something specifically you're looking for from Minas Tirith?
I was in talks with her to get a little white stone statuette from Minas Tirith of Isildur. Lord of the Rings names are hard.
I see. I honestly don't know if she's in town. She has been away for a while. And the distance between here and Minas Tirith is great, so I'm not sure. But if you had talks with her, then she might be in here then.
Well, if she's not here, she's not here. I'll have to catch her another time.
Very well. So what else should we talk about as
And
we pan out?
we pan out. I just
Unless you had actual more questions for me.
I just engage in small talk now, so I don't look like a dick.
But do you know Lorith? Yeah, she might not be in town. Oh, well, fuck this.
Bye.
Where are you going? We have tea. I don't like you.
She's the one I'm really after.
You need to give me my space, okay?
Look, you're being
It's
a little
just
clipped.
not gonna work out.
All right. And with that, I'm going to make some notes, but that is where we're going to end tonight.
Oh no. Okay.
This has been a night of fucking madness.
Oh my
Good-
God.